Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. In the previous episode, we started exploring the arena, which eventually led us to the 3 Gladiator Trials at the basement of the arena. We completed the first one, and now we have left off at the beginning of the second trial. Now you notice those 3 golden Medusa heads. This area is filled with them. It's a continuous stream, so I recommend using the Gargoyle Soul, which grants immunity to petrification. And that leads us to our first new enemy, the Pink Valkyrie, which is the Erinis. It's actually a Fury. I will get the Erinis' soul and item drop and be right back. Okay, I have the Erinis soul. This increases experience points by 20% up to 120% total. Bad translation error in their description. Anyway, she also has a weapon drop that I'll get. I'll be right back with that. Alright, I have the item drop of the Erinis, which is a spear. I'll show you that. It's Ronginu Spear, as the Japanese would say. Should be Longinus Spear, which, if you follow Christian mythology, is the spear which pierced Christ's side while he was on the cross. As you can see, it boosts attack by 102 points, so it's pretty powerful. However, it's got that low spear attack that doesn't do any aerial damage, so you want to use a weapon like the Clam Solius in order to strike things above you. I also recommend using the Kioma Demon Soul to grant temporary invincibility, the Gargoyle Soul, and then the Medusa Head to float through the air in case you get stuck in a bad area. And just keep using Kioma Demon in order to not get hurt by the spikes. Oh, like that. Now notice you can't get through that passage. If you head back here, there's that red switch. Oh, I guess I'll have to go above. Make sure to use your Kioma Demon when you hit that switch so you don't get stabbed by the spikes. And then you can just slide right through that passage now that it reversed all of the conveyor belts. And that leads us to a treasure room. Now, in the hard mode, there is actually a silver gun right here, which is just another weapon. I'll show you that in a future video. But for now, we'll just grab the sword over here, which is the Balmung sword. If we take a look at that, it's the legendary sword of the Dragon Slayers. Ooh, it boosts attack by 100 points, so it's only 2 less than the Longinus spear. However, it's got a strong range to it. It's much longer than most weapons, so it has that, I guess, in its favor. And basically, you just have to get out the same way you got in, using invincibility to your advantage. And if you're about to fall in a pit, make sure to use the Medusa Head to pause until you get hit by an enemy, otherwise you'll take that 109 damage or whatever. Anyway, let's go do the third trial and then we'll take on the boss. Now the third trial, you get on this platform and head to the right. And you see that D-pad controller shape in the background? You have to follow the instructions. I'll do a fake one here to fail. That's what it does. It knocks you down into these beam skeletons. So you don't want to do that. You definitely want to do the right number. So I'll do the real one now. Basically, you just press in the direction that they specify. Try to stay in the middle of the platform for the most part, otherwise you might accidentally walk off the edge of it. The pattern's pretty much fixed. This one is definitely always the same. It's up, right, down, left. That'll break the wall, and you can get your third and final Gladiator Trial treasure, which is a nice little ring called the Rare Ring. This basically boosts your ability to gather rare items from enemies. Highly, 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 highly useful. It'll make getting all of these tough to get items so much easier now. I wish I had this when I was trying to get the Muramasa. Now, to get past these beam skeletons, you could use the Legion Soul, but the better route, I think, is to either use the Red Minotaur Soul, although that's expensive, or you can use the sword we just got, the Balmung, which has a nice range to it. If you're not within their beam range, they won't use their attack, so you can just kind of pick them off from a distance. Of course, you can also use long-distance soul abilities like the Lightning Doll to do the same effect. Anyway, I think we'll go take on the boss while we have time here. Now, the goal to this boss is just try not to get hit because he does massive damage. So I recommend using the... Where did it go here? The Kyoma Demon Soul is what I'm looking for again. Oh, I bet it's up top since I just used it. Yep, there it is. And then switch out to the Headhunter or whatever soul you want to boost your stats. And the final one would be Medusa Head still. You'll want to float through half of this fight. Now, for weapons, I recommend an overhead attacking weapon like the Clam Soleus. So let's go face the boss. Uh-oh. A giant bat? Ooh, bloody mess. Nope. It's Balore. Now, the goal is to duck under his fist punch and then use Kyoma Demon when he tries to smash down at you. And just repeat. That way you don't take damage, because those down smashes are the major damage. They'll do up to 100 damage each. Once his other eye opens, just use your Medusa Head Soul to float like this and finish him off. It's that easy. You can take no damage if you're careful. I only took a few hits, I think. That nets us the Balore Soul, which packs a deadly punch. They like to use that definition, don't they? I think we've had like 7 deadly punch souls so far. Oh, I don't even have enough MP to use it. I guess I'll have to refill on this. There's the Balore Soul, and we'll head to the left here. What's this? Oh, finally! The giant bat soul. This allows us to transform into a bat. We can now fly as far as we want vertically, as long as our MP lives. And we can fit through tight passages now. No, not in a sexual way. Oh, that'll come into use now. But first, let's head back into the boss room where we meet Jay. Oh. Jay, what's wrong? You look pale.
Don't worry. Just now, all of my memories came flooding back.
What?
It seems that your dark power triggered the return of my memories. Just like I guessed, I have quite an extensive history with Dracula.
I thought so.
My real name is Julius Belmont. I am a descendant of a clan that has fought against Dracula for ages.
And the person who destroyed Dracula in 1999 was...
Yes, it was me, but there were others who assisted me.
So, if Dracula is revived again, just as it is written in the prophecy...
Then I must destroy him. It is my destiny.
You haven't met a man named Graham yet, have you?
Graham? Oh, you mean that missionary, right? I met him a little while ago, but when he saw my face, he turned and ran.
He told me that he was Dracula.
I did sense Dracula's powers at work within him. But it's difficult to believe that he is Dracula. Rather, I think... No, forget it. It's nothing more than a hunch.
Huh?
Assuming that he is Dracula, I won't be able to kill him yet.
Why not?
I need my weapon.
Your weapon?
Yes, it is a whip that was handed down to me. It's called Vampire Killer. In 1999, I sealed it in this castle to weaken his spirit and magical powers.
That means it's in this castle somewhere?
Yes, and I know exactly where it is. I'll go and get it now.
All right. Please be careful.
Pray that my hunch proves to be wrong. Farewell for now.
All right. Well, we finally have the flying bat soul, and that basically leaves us to explore the last areas of the castle, which we'll do in the next episode. So until then, bye-bye.